already know what time it is, huh?
It's a Super Bowl rematch twice over. It's the coach. This is week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, no Joe Montana, Ken Anderson, or even Boomer Esiason. But we've got a rematch of Super Bowl 16 and 23 between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cincinnati Bengals. I'll see you at halftime with a look back at some games from earlier today. But now, let's get up to Cincy. Standing by, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And right away, he lost the football. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 46. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it second and 12. Dalton bootlegs out. Bryant has it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the Niners' 35-yard line.
Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. A look now at the defensive starting lineup for the 49ers. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one. But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a third down attempt.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
So now here are the 49ers under third-year coach Kyle Shanahan. They'll be led out by their rookie QB, a second-round pick from Missouri, Drew Lock.
Something must not seem right to Locke here, so he steps back and calls timeout.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 55. Go.
Play action. Now it's Locke. That's caught. It's the rookie Deebo Samuel. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Locke off of play action. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Locke. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. That one good for 26 and a first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kendrick Bourne, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Green brings it in. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll run it here with Bernard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds.
On 2nd down now, Bernard. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Dalton here from the gun. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight, He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Down. Hey, box drop. 60 Pittsburgh.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 28 yards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
54 is Mike.
Move.
Check.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a second down coming up. To try again after the sack. Locke, open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On play action, Locke completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Off the play fake, Locke. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
You call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on 1st down. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Off play action. Locke. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gould able to tack on the extra point. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Dalton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now the Bengals on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. On the draw, here's Bernard. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Fielded at about the 28. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes. That's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. A big play there for the Niners. And even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Locke. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. So Dalton now. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
36.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Dalton gives to Bernard. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now on 2nd and 13. Dalton. It's caught by Bryant. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Bernard. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. He's got Green. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Play to win. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Hey, Delta. Hit it.
Off the play fake. Block. Gets this one left side to Pettis. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Hey, wahoo!
First down, 49ers.
Off play action. Block. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Dante Pettis, his third touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Hey, seam 6, 5.
Off the play fake. Block. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. A gain of 6 there on first. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former fifth-round pick. I remember that game, December, against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. Off play action. Lock. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards that time for number 19. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw it is Lock. Got a man, that's Richie James. And oh, Oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Matchbox lights. Hey, Foxtrot. Shoot.
Locke looks to throw it again. Buying time to his... Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact, the turnover, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Bradley Chubb make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Dalton hovering near the goal line. Got his man, it's Eifert. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Play action here with Dalton. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Quan Alexander able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch QB's off. Watch QB's off.
Smooth.
Play action. Now it's Locke. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they even let
Five.
Locke off a play action. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. And Eifert has it. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Dalton to his big target, Eifert, for the Cincinnati 1st. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jet sweep. Boyd with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
To throw here, Dalton. And able to find Green. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And it's for pride now, but the Bengals get a bit closer. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his RAC, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no? You just throw nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way down to the 39.
Let's go, baby.
A big play there for the Niners. And even 50 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They fake the handoff, now Locke. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 34. From the gun, it's Locke. And he's got it. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. Again, they'll throw with Locke. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kendrick Bourne, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Here's Locke to throw, and it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Richie James, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys continue to pour it on. Gold able to tack on the extra point. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He gets this one to Boyd. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Here's Dalton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Bengals on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. This will be Dalton again. He's got his man, Boyd. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. First and 10 for Dalton. And that's complete. It's Green here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Dalton, first and 10. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Zach Pascal, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals gain a bit of respectability.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Offside. Defense.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Hey, exit.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. On play action, Locke completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Got a man, touchdown, 49ers, it's Selleck. Garrett Selleck, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gold with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Given 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing, Dalton, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Bengals on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Now Dalton looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, wahoo!
Off the play fake. Lock. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you...
And it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Ready?
From midfield, here's Locke. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Carl Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Here we go, D. Hey, one set. Check, watch 54.
Let's get it.
Play action. Now it's Locke. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw it is Locke. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Quan Alexander, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
it's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall?
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Block off of play action. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
There was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on first down, second down, third down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
Completes it to Samuel. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
This one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. James has got it, complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Dalton. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Here's Ryan Allen now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.